Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and I am Dr. Monu Mishra. So today we are going to talk about writing a research paper, how it is written, what are the requirements, what are the contents and how the publication thing takes place. And before that, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe the channel, press the like button on this video. Guys, before starting to this video, I have a special announcement, and the special announcement is I have started giving paid consultation and guidance services related to research, PhD. So if you want to talk to me, you can just let me know in the comment section and we can have a discussion via Skype or Zoom as per your convenience. Now coming back to the today's topic is how to write a research paper. The first thing you need to know is why do you need a research paper? So the requirement of research paper lies in the thing that whenever you want to showcase what you have done in your research work, how people will know about it, how people will get to know about what you have actually done and what you have actually learned. So a research paper illustrates that okay, you have done some good amount of some good quality of work during the tenure, and then people can read that and get aware with your skills, expertise and well as knowledge. So the research paper can be written at any stage of your life. I have seen students in the class 10th or 12th who are doing some science projects. They are also writing some research paper. Students who are in some undergraduate degree, they are doing some summer internship and they have got some good results. They are also writing some research paper. Students who are in their postgraduate degree, they want to complete their dissertation. They have done some quality amount of work in those 6 months. They also want to write some research paper. And obviously, if you are in a PhD, then certainly you have to write a research paper so that you can complete your degree and showcase something new to this world. So definitely there is a good requirement of research paper at every stage of your life. The question one is, what is research paper? Actually, a research paper is nothing but a collection or a document of the things you have done in a particular research program. That could be your summer internship, that could be your science project, that could be your PhD, that could be any experiment, that could be any training. So whatever you have done in a certain tenure, in a certain research program, you have to write it out, and that's what a research paper is. So let me tell you two things. There are two types of research papers. The first type of research paper is original research article. In original research article, you have to showcase some original research that you have carried out. That research could be experimental and that research can be theoretical or computational or statistical. So original research paper is the first type of research paper, which could be experimental or theoretical or computational depending upon which type of research you have performed. And the second type of research paper is a little bit easy, that is your review article. And the review article is nothing but is the collection of review of literature you have done. Suppose in corona times, many people could not perform the real experiments. Say they just did the literature view of the existing literature. So they have read around 200, 300 or more than that papers, and they have a good knowledge of the subject, as well as they also know what is the existing things going on in that particular research topic. That could be semiconductor, that could be psychology, that could be economics. So if you have read so many papers, you can tell people about what is the what has been done in the past, what is the current scenario, and what could be the future direction. So using that knowledge, you can write a review of literature, which is known as review paper. So now comes the most important part. What are the components of a research paper? So a research paper is a very streamlined document which contains every single detail which is required to repeat the experiment. Suppose if you have done an experiment, you have found some very good result, and somewhere people in US or Canada or India or any other country want to repeat it. So they should know what actually you have done, how actually you have done, and what you have found, so that they can also repeat and get to know the science. Science is very transparent, so you have to provide each and every detail. So starting from that, the first component of your research paper is title. So first of all, you have to name the article, like I have done effect of coronavirus on GDP of world, or effect of coronavirus, something like that. What you have actually carried out in research should be reflected in your title. The first thing is you write is the title of your research. Second part is the name of authors and co-authors. You have to systematically write the names of authors and co-authors, and the sequence here is very crucial and important. The first author is the person who has carried out the maximum amount of work. The second one has done the second job, third one has a little less work, and accordingly you can put in the descending order. The amount of work done in the descending order is definitely the sequence of authorship, and at the end it is usually the group coordinator or the corresponding author which is mentoring all and everything. However, it can also be changed depending upon the situation and depending upon the type of research as well as environment. After the authorship, you have to give the address where you have done the research, lab or any university, anything, and then the first major part of the research paper comes. The first major part of the research paper is abstract. You know what is abstract? Abstract is just a summary of your work. What you have actually done in your research paper should be reflected in the abstract. So in abstract, you say, I have done this work on this system using this technology and I have found these results. This is nothing but just an overview of your research, or what is the crux, what is the main important highlight of the work should be reflected in the abstract. Now coming to the second part, is one of the most important part, is called the introduction. So in introduction, you just introduce your problem of the research paper. Okay, in this research paper I am going to do this because this is the topic, this is the research aspect of this problem I am focusing, and why I am focusing this problem, that you also have to address. So introduction is nothing but the introduction of your problem, how you will tackle it and why it is necessary to do this kind of research. Okay, so coming to the next section is experimental / methodology. Obviously, so in experimental and methodology section, you have to tell people about what kind of experiment you have done, how you have done that experiment, what kind of equipment you have used, what kind of procedures you have used, what kind of test you have done. So everything needs to be explained. So whatever you have done in your research, the type of methodology, experimental, non-experimental, statistical, computational, software, everything you have used, the equipment you have used in your research should be well explained in the methodology section. The third section is results and discussion. So you have introduced your problem, you have told that this kind of methodology I have used. Now it comes to the results and discussion. So in this section, obviously, as the name suggests, you have to tell people about the results and make a discussion. So result, like I have done this kind of experiment and from this technique I have found X result, from this technique I have found Y results, and from this technique I have the Z results, and when I compare this XYZ results, I found this is the outcome of my research. So first, methodology is done. You are telling about the results from each and every techniques. Suppose you are using many techniques, then you have to tell about the results from each and every technique. If you have used just one technique, you can explain it there. So you have to tell what are the results of your study, and in the discussion part, you have to discuss why the results are important, what the results are indicating, what are the inference from this problem, what kind of idea you have gained, what is the interpretation of result, and what is overall, what is the crust, what do you get from this study. The next part is conclusion. Obviously, conclusion is nothing but the moral of the story. Okay, you have introduced your problem, you told about your methodology, you told about the discussion and result. Now what is the benefit, what do you get from this study? That need to be illustrated or written in the conclusion section. And you have to write your results. That may be positive, that may be negative. Research is all about result. If it is a good result, that is also a result. If it is a bad result, that is also a result. So in the conclusion, you have to tell the audience what is the conclusion of your study. The next section after the conclusion is acknowledgement. Well, a lot of people might have helped you during the research, and it is not a good thing to just skip their names. Some institutes would have provided you some facilities, some fellowship you might have got from institute or some funding agency. Some people might have given you some characterization tool, some softwares, everything. So any kind of help you have provided, you have been provided, should be mentioned in the acknowledgement section. And last but not the least is the references. Obviously, any kind of research plan you have made, any kind of research question you have posed, or any kind of methodology or anything you have got, there is obviously a backup. You might have read that from some paper or some book or some website, some article, anything like that. So you need to mention that obviously this statement or this kind of phenomena has been read in this paper. So whenever you have read something from somewhere, do put their name in the reference. Coming back, it's abstract, then introduction, then methodology, then results and discussion, then conclusion, then acknowledgement, and then references. These 7 things are the primary things. These 7 component makes an experimental paper, because in experiment you have to describe everything. But sometime you do theoretical paper, or sometime you do review of article. Then in review article, I think that could be slightly changed, but introduction would be there, methodology, or there is no need of methodology because you just read it, and results and discussion obviously should be there, conclusion is also there, what is the conclusion of a paper, acknowledgement and reference will follow. So you know what are the things required and what are the components for a research paper. That's how you write a research paper in any stage, whether you're in class 12th, whether undergraduates, whether you're in a postgraduate, whether you're in a PhD degree. These things will certainly be there in a good research article. Now we need to talk about the tips and important thing that you need to know in research article or before writing a research article. The first thing I would like to tell about, start early. Whenever you are writing a research paper, start early. There is no perfect document in this world. You can have n number of things in your article and there is no perfect time. So when you are starting your research, you are carrying your research, in between you can start writing it. Obviously the methodology you are taking, you can just document it. The results you are performing, you can document it. So don't stretch too much. Like I will complete my research, then only I will write a research paper. That's not a good thing. You can, methodology section, introduction section is done before carrying out the research, so that can also be written beforehand. Second part is avoid grammatical mistakes in your paper. Obviously there are many typos. You have to take care of the thing that your research paper is properly formatted in a good grammatical note. Avoid grammatical mistakes in your research paper. Third thing is avoid plagiarism and duplication of things. So plagiarism is copy and paste. In research paper, in research report, in thesis, in dissertation, everywhere plagiarism is not allowed. What is plagiarism? Copy and paste. You cannot copy and paste statements in research paper, dissertation, thesis, research report. Don't do it. Even suppose you have written one paper, you just copy it from your own paper. It is also not allowed. If you are copying from other paper, it is called as plagiarism. If you are copying from your own paper, that is called as self-plagiarism. And in both cases, it is not allowed. Duplication of data is also not allowed. You put one figure in one paper and then use the same figure in the next paper. That is not allowed. So duplication and plagiarism is not allowed. Please, please, please avoid it. Another important point is revision. Okay, once you have wrote a document, it's not like I have written, it's good. Revise it. Read it 2 or 3 or 4 times. You will find mistakes. So just revise it. Now another point is choosing of journal. Do choose an appropriate journal for your research. Obviously, suppose you are doing research in biomedical engineering, don't send your paper in something in physics or something in chemistry or environmental sciences. Choose appropriate journal for your research article, whose motto and your research focus is the same. Then only it will get published. And don't send your paper in predatory journal. There are paid journals. Paid journal will take your paper, they won't go for peer review and they will accept it, ask you for some money, and they said, I will publish your paper, give me some money. Those are called as predatory journal. They are fake journals. They are not good journals. Don't ever send your paper to those. Okay, so once your article is ready, you have done everything. Now the most important thing, how to get your paper published. What is the process of paper publishing? So once you have written your manuscript, like once your document is ready, it is known as manuscript. So once your manuscript is ready, you send to a journal. Okay, the journal is some publishing agency which will publish your journal and put it online so that other people can read it and comment on it. It's good or bad or something like that. Anything could be there. So first thing I told you, never send it to a predatory journal. There are so many good journals like Nature, Springer, Elsevier and n number of journals. They are very good journals. You can send your paper to those. And when you send those papers, this is the process. When you send your journal paper to a journal, so a manuscript to a journal, it goes to the editor. Then editor takes the decision whether this paper is good for this journal or not. If he found it's not good, he will send you back. But if he found this good, then he will send it for peer review. Peer review is nothing but a process in which your paper is sent to some person who is expert of your field. You don't know it. You won't know it. It is a obviously blind process. So they will send your paper to some person who is expert of your field or knowledge, and then they will verify whether the research you have done is authentic or not authentic, it is good or bad, should be published or not published, or it should be revised. So accordingly he will give his feedback. Yeah, this work is good, publish it. This work is bad, don't publish it. This work needs some revision. So there could be 3 chances, and there are multiple reviewers. There won't be a single person who will be reviewing a paper, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, depending upon how many people the editor wants to send. So once you send to the journal sends it to the editor sends to the peer review process to the experts, and when the expert says this is good, your editor sends to you one mail that it can be published. If they send it shouldn't be published, editor will send you a mail that this paper cannot be published. So accordingly it will be done. And now coming to the time of this process can take from 20 days to like 2 years. This process, paper publishing, is a very long process. If your research is very high quality, it is very novel, it is very good, it can be published in 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 2 months, 3 months time. But if it is like taking a lot of time, then it can go for like 1 year also. So publishing of paper is a lengthy process. So the time can vary. You need to hold patience. So that's all for today's video. If you like this video, please put a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, put a thumbs down. That's obviously no issues. It will give me feedback to improvement. And that's all for today. See you in the next video. Thank you very much for holding on. Bye bye.